Hey guys, so that's us back in the workshop. This is the blank that we ended up with. Unfortunately, we do have a few gaps inside of it where the air holes are, where the air bubbles were trapped inside and they wouldn't squeeze out. So I'm going to try and melt some more plastic into these, see if that will work, and then we will get this on the lathe. I'm going to stick some gloves on for this because it's going to be some heated plastic and I'd rather not have that stuck to me. So I'm going to fill that in and hopefully this will work. I haven't actually tried this. So that did work out, but it does look like it's a little bit purposely filled. So let's try something else and we'll see if that works. I feel like this other idea actually might work a bit better. But my idea now is to take this panini press, the HDPE in it, and then hopefully that'll give us more of a marbly effect. It's probably going to be overkill for what we need, but hopefully it will. A bit of everything in here. So this idea I got, the panini press idea I got from Brothers Make. It's a YouTube channel that I follow. So I'm hoping that this is going to give us the kind of effect that we're looking for. So let's just fold that over now. Obviously gloves are on because this is extremely warm. Leave it down for a couple of minutes. I've held this down now. There we go, that looks a little bit better. So there's heat actually applied from the top and the bottom, which helps with this because it then makes it softer quicker. Squeeze that back in and see where we're at in a moment. Okay, so this has been sitting in again for a couple of minutes. As you can see, it is filthy from the gloves, so I've put these on now, so I'm hoping that this is going to work. Okay, so I'm going to get this out now for the final time, and hopefully we should be able to squeeze this into these little gaps, and hopefully that should work a bit. Yeah, this works a lot better than heating it up and putting it in. So I'm going to do this, squeeze these in as much as I can, and I'll put the rest back on heat in a moment, and hopefully we'll get all of them filled in like this. So that's starting to cool now, so I'm hoping if I leave that there I'll be able to cut that chunk off and that should work. It is quite yellow and black, so I'm going to throw in a bit more white in there. Hopefully we'll get more of a marble effect with the white added in. I'm going to try and apply as much pressure as possible. Hopefully that will have worked quite well. Right, so I'm over by the bandsaw. I'm going to drop the guard down so it's closer. I'm going to just quickly try and mark out as best as I can where the MDF ends. So I'm going to take us over to the lathe now, and we'll continue with this, and hopefully very soon we should have something. So as you can see, we've got a blowout on there. So I'm going to repair that the same way I did earlier on with the air hole that we had here. Not too sure about the shape yet. I quite like a bit more defined, maybe curve it down in a bit more. But I like that square edge there, that looks quite nice. So I might bring this up, bring this in more here. That is very nice. So I'm just going to re-square off this edge, then we can use a bit of tape to stop it from getting damaged during the next process. No more hidden surprises, which is nice. So I'm just going to give a little boogie whilst I think. So I'm going to flip it over now and work on the other side. So I'm going to take this side up. Fingers crossed, that should be it. So, you know, for a first try though, I can't really complain. Let's peel this tape off. Hope we haven't got any damage in this, which is great. Fortunately, as you can see, you know, we've got a couple of problems. Those are where it's burned rather than melted. So, you know, heat gun is definitely the way forward. But regardless as to anything, the patterns and effects that appear from this, when you think, you know, it's rubbish. That's what it is. It's going to go into the bin. It's just a piece of plastic. This doesn't look like a whole lot of anything. I wanted it to be a mallet, and to be honest, I think, you know, we stick a little handle in there. Might never use it. It might just be for show, but one thing for sure, this is beautiful. So I'm going to get a little piece of wood out, I'm going to get a little handle turned, get it in and get this project finished. Now I've just found a little piece that I'm going to use. It's just an offcut that I've had. So I'm going to turn this down. Here's the mini maker, or mischievous maker, that's what you are, aren't you boy? Mischievous maker. So I'm going to wait for him to find some other entertainment before I start turning. Cookie? I did not bribe him with a cookie. It's got a rough shape. I'm just gonna take the tool rest out. I'm just gonna give this a quick sand at 240 grit. Let's go. Some chestnut sanding sealer. Now that we've got some sanding sealer on there, I am going to give it a coat of some cotton polish from Chestnut. As you can see, that finish is rather beautiful on its own. Really shows the grain. Right, so we have our handle. Obviously this needs to be cut off at the end. Might not be usable, but it's definitely beautiful. I'm going to be back in a moment. I'm just going to go and drill this hole out on the drill press. It's nothing too fascinating, so I won't take you over there with me, and I'll be back in a moment. Right, so I had to take this back to the lathe and turn this down so that then it fits inside the mallet. It's going to be a tight fit, and I think once it's in, it's not coming out. I am going to take the blowtorch and just heat up inside of here, so that when I push this in, it kind of bonds together and hopefully stays in there. I've put little ridges into this whilst it was on the lathe, just purposely, so hopefully, you know, a bit of the plastic will melt inside of those, and it'll just give it something to grab onto. Like this. Give that a good push. And then we have it. God, that has come out really good. Can't see that going anywhere. He. That's the wrong thing. The court is now in session. Oh, it's been a long day, what can I say? And there we have it. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously the head of this is so much bigger than what the handle is probably made for. Maybe it should have tapered out a bit more and got a bit larger. But, you know, it does the job. I might just stick that up on the side. I love this. This is absolutely fantastic. For a first time using HDPE in a project, this has come out wonderful. Considering this is what happens when you have problems, imagine what happens when it all goes right. So, you know. So I hereby sentence this hammer to sit on my wall as a lovely decorative piece from all that wasted plastic. And that's final. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Obviously, we had a lot of shavings that come from this. These can all be stored, saved, and remelted down and used. So I am going to save them in a jar. Love my jars. And I'm going to keep these for a future project. Not entirely sure what yet. I may even do a few projects, gather up what I can, and use a mix of all of them. So here's to the next project. So, you know, hopefully stick around and we'll have quite a lot of content for you. Thank you very much, and I will see you again next time.